In this video, we're going to speak about how to get an equation of exponential graph. So it's very important to understand that you always have to look at what is given to us, because it's all about what is given to us and what we know about and what is given to us, and we work from there. So in this specific example, they say we have a graph of g of x. Okay, we have our asymptote. So if we have an asymptote, we know that for the asymptote of exponential graph, we know that y is equal to q. So if y is equal to -2, it means that q is equal to -2. So if y is equal to -2, it means that we have the q value. Q is equal to -2. So we can just put in for ourselves y is equal to b to the x plus 1 minus 2. Then we stop there. Now we ask ourselves, what else do they give us? They give us another point on the graph. So we're done using that piece of information. Okay? Oh yes, and they say that g of x is equal to b to the power of x plus 1 plus q. So they give us that pp value there. So we don't have to worry too much about it. But we're going to practice examples. This is just a basic revision. So they give us another point on the graph. That's an x value and that's a y value. Now do you see, what do we have to get still here? We have to get b still. So we don't know what's b. Okay, we're looking for b. Okay, we don't know what's b, but there's a x and there's a y. If there's a x and there's a y, we can use a coordinate that's lying on the graph, substitute that coordinate into that equation to find the b. You understand? Very simple, right? So the coordinates we're going to use is -3 and 2. X and y. So y is 2 is equal to b to the power of -3 plus 1 minus 2. So 2 is equal to b to the power of -2 minus 2. Take that 2 over. It's going to be 2 plus 2, which is 4, is equal to 1 over b to the power of 2. Cross multiply. 4b squared is equal to 1. B squared is equal to 1 over 4. B is equal to plus minus the square root of 1 over 4. And b is equal to plus minus a half. You must put plus minus because there's a squared. Okay? So now b can be positive half or it can be negative half. But now we have to choose. So okay, b is either positive half or negative half. Okay. Okay. If b is positive half, so b is either positive half or b is equal to or negative half. If b is positive half, right, in this equation, it means that a value is more than 0. It's positive there. Then it means that the graph lies above the asymptote. But if it's negative half, the graph lies below the asymptote. In this graph, the graph lies above or below the asymptote. The graph lies above the asymptote. So therefore, b cannot be negative half. So therefore, b is positive half. You understand? Because the graph lies above the asymptote. And then we can conclude by saying that therefore, g of x is equal to a half to the power of x plus 1 minus 2. Okay? And that is the final equation. Just want to make a note that, do you see that b is a fraction, meaning b is more than 0 and less than 1? And we know this, that if b is more than 0 and less than 1, we have a decreasing graph, or a decreasing exponential graph. And this graph over here is a decreasing exponential graph. As you can see, it goes from top down to the right, and this is a decreasing graph. Okay, and that's it, everybody. It's just a basic revision on how to get the formula of an exponential graph.